How you going, you adventurous types? Today I'm going to be talking about the PFD or the life jacket. I have never competed in any kayaking events whatsoever, so I'm a complete amateur. I had no gear to start with and I didn't know what I was looking for, so I had to do a little bit of research like probably some of you people out there have to do for the event. Multi-sport PFDs, and so with a multi-sport PFD it was basically a PFD that had other compartments and stuff like that. So you obviously, if you're competing for a long periods of time in a kayak, as opposed to just sitting in a kayak and having a bit of a play around, you know, you just have the standard PFD. So, but if you're like competing and you're in the kayak for like 4 or 5 hours, obviously you want to make sure that you're going to have something that's going to be, you know, do the job, comfortable, durable, have probably accessory pockets and stuff like that for music bars and drinks and all this sort of stuff. So I came across a couple of PFDs, but I ended up making a decision on one PFD, and that was called the RASDEX. So this is the RASDEX PFD. These are made in New Zealand, or Rangiora in New Zealand. These were, from my understanding, probably the whole design was really centered probably around adventure sport, well, around the coast to coast possibly. I mean, I don't know, so I'm just guessing. But considering that they're in the backyard of the coast to coast, one would assume that this is where it sort of originated from. It's certainly going to fit the purpose of the event. From my experience of looking at other PFDs in the market, this is certainly at the higher end in terms of build quality and also functionality, but also the price as well. It is certainly on the higher price. This is priced at $280 New Zealand, so it's quite a lot more than the other PFDs out there in the market. The other ones that I was looking at were always probably ranging around $100 $150 mark, so it's just over $100 more for this particular PFD, but I feel that this will definitely serve the purpose of the event quite well, and obviously any other events that I can do after it. One of the key features that I've noticed on this was the front thing, and it's probably one of the main reasons why I brought it, was because of the drink feed at the front, and then also the pockets that were here. Some of them obviously have the pockets in there. Well, I didn't actually know that was there, so there's like a little clip there for your key rings, for your keys. And then at the back here you've got a little compartment for your drink, for the drink bladder. So the bladder just sits in the back here, and then goes underneath the shoulder strap, and then down the strap, and obviously down the front. So you can actually put another bottle in the front here or on the side and run a tube back up through the foam holder as well. There's 3 foam slots in there, so there's plenty obviously options for you. This one is a one size fits all, I believe. The one thing I noticed about this was how comfortable I felt in it. It's a side entry situation. You got the one big main buckle on the left hand side, which I can grab, pull it around, and then you've got the one that goes around the waist. On the other side you've got 3 buckles, and they pretty much keep the thing pretty secure, and obviously you've got ones adjustables up the top as well. So this one here I think is definitely the pick out of the lot. If you've got the budget for it, I would recommend it for sure, from my point of view. If you're not, and you're only looking at doing the coast to coast, just a one-off, or you're not taking it too serious, or serious enough, you know, these other ones are you know, obviously fine for the situation, fine for the event, but obviously if you've got the budget, I say get this. The one thing I did notice with this was the fact that it was not restrictive at all. I mean, the other ones weren't really too restrictive, but they certainly didn't give me this much room in this, so I'm super stoked about the PFD. I've only just got it about a week ago, or not even a week ago, about 2 or 3 days ago, so I haven't yet actually taken it out yet. So this weekend it's going to be on its maiden voyage. So hopefully it gives you a bit of information about it. There's not too many multi-sport PFDs out there in the market. You know, there's probably obviously a lot more just general type PFDs. You've got to make sure that the PFD is rated for the kayak, for the coast to coast, sorry. And the other thing that I later found out was that this PFD is not yet certified for, well, it's not really rated for, it's not yet rated for Australia. Obviously you can still use it, like it's going to do the job, but I have understanding from RASDEX that they are going to be certified by the end of the year. But I sort of contemplated about waiting until next year to wait for this to be certified, but I didn't really want to wait. I just bought it because I'm really, at the end of the day, I'm only going to compete for the coast to coast at this point in time, so I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But yeah, that's my review. Hopefully that was gave you a bit of insight about what's out there in the market. I mean, I can't really give you too much more. There's a lot of PFDs you probably have Googled on the internet about what to choose. You just got to make sure that it's, you know, I would look out for is making sure obviously that it's rated. Make sure that it's rated for the coast to coast. Make sure you've got the ability to at least have a back pocket for the bladder to maintain your fluids during the coast to coast, because it's going to be a 4.5 hour kayak down the river, and any other front pockets where you can add music bars or snacks or something like this for the event, because you're going to get hungry during the kayak journey. And then also making sure that you've got enough movement around for your arms while you're kayaking. So look out for those sort of things. Obviously they're the main key factors, and then obviously it comes down to price. But from my point of view, this one here definitely is the go. I would probably put money on it. This was purely designed around the coast to coast, considering that the company is based in Rangiora in Christchurch, New Zealand, so they're obviously familiar with the coast to coast, so I'm sure that they had made this with the coast to coast in mind, so I would say that this would definitely be the best PFD for the event. Again, hopefully this will be informative for you and you got enough out of it. Until then, I'll see you on the next video.